Kevin Owens' rivalry with Roman Reigns is one of the longest-running and most emotionally draining feuds of the modern era. Dating all the way back to 2016, their battles have spanned different eras of WWE, different versions of Roman Reigns, and different stages of Kevin Owens' career. Through all those years, one fact has remained painfully consistent. Kevin Owens has never managed to truly take Roman Reigns down. No matter how close he gets, no matter how much punishment he dishes out, Roman always finds a way to stand tall in the end. When their rivalry first began, Kevin Owens was the hungry challenger, fueled by raw aggression and an unfiltered desire to prove himself. Roman Reigns even then was positioned as a top force, but he wasn't yet the tribal chief. Their early encounters were chaotic, physical, and personal. Kevin fought without fear, throwing everything he had at Roman. Powerbombs, relentless strikes, and sheer stubbornness defined Owens' approach. Yet despite the effort, Roman consistently survived. As the years went on, the rivalry evolved. Kevin Owens matured into a hardened veteran, while Roman Reigns transformed into something far more dangerous. The rise of the tribal chief changed everything. Roman became colder, more strategic, and surrounded by protection that tilted the odds in his favor. Kevin, on the other hand, became the ultimate fighter of the people, representing resistance against Roman's growing empire. The dynamic shifted from competition to defiance. Kevin Owens never lacked courage. If anything, his willingness to fight Roman head-on made his losses even more painful. He took brutal beatings, endured endless punishment, and kept getting back up. Tables broke, chairs were used, matches turned violent and unpredictable. Kevin pushed Roman into deep waters more than once, forcing him to fight longer and harder than he wanted to. There were moments where it looked like Roman might finally fall. Those moments are what define this rivalry. Near falls, last-second kickouts, referees nearly counting 3, the crowd believing just for a heartbeat that Kevin Owens might do the impossible, and then, just like clockwork, something would go wrong. Interference, distraction, a perfectly timed counter. Roman Reigns would escape again, leaving Kevin Owens staring at the ceiling, wondering what more he could have done. The psychological toll on Kevin Owens has been immense. Losing repeatedly to the same opponent chips away at even the toughest competitor. Yet Kevin never walked away. He never backed down. Every defeat only hardened his resolve. This wasn't just about winning a match anymore. It was about pride, about proving that Roman Reigns was not untouchable. Roman, however, thrives in these situations. He feeds off desperation. As the tribal chief, he controls the pace, the environment, and often the narrative itself. He doesn't need to dominate every second. He only needs to win the critical moments. Against Kevin Owens, Roman has mastered that art. He lets Kevin fight, struggle, and believe before crushing that belief at the last possible second. What makes Kevin Owens' failure to defeat Roman so tragic is how deserving he feels. Fans see his heart. They see his sacrifices. They see how much punishment he's willing to endure. Kevin Owens represents resilience. He represents the idea that effort and courage should eventually be rewarded, but Roman Reigns represents a harsher truth. Sometimes, effort isn't enough. Despite never taking Roman down, Kevin Owens has left his mark on this rivalry. He has exposed Roman's vulnerabilities, pushed him to his limits, and forced him into uncomfortable fights. Roman may have won every time, but he has never walked away unscathed. Kevin Owens has earned Roman's respect, even if he hasn't earned the victory. Since 2016, this rivalry has been defined by unfinished business. Kevin Owens keeps chasing the one win that continues to escape him. Roman Reigns keeps denying him. Until that balance changes, their story will remain one of the most heartbreaking in WWE history. Kevin Owens hasn't failed because he's weak. He's failed because Roman Reigns has been nearly unbeatable. And that reality is what makes their rivalry so compelling.